I'm coming to you from the Michigan Capitol, one of the Senate hearing rooms. I want to bring to your attention a couple of the bills that may be coming up during lame duck and to let you know that we are monitoring them. Some of you may have already heard about them, but I just want to bring these to your attention. So let's take a look at these bills just a little bit closer. I've got my trusted assistant, Blake, with me. He'll be helping me as we navigate these bills that'll be coming up in lame duck. First of all, let's just talk about what lame duck is. Lame duck is that term that is used between the time of the election and the time that the new House of Representatives is called into session. These people are not responsible or accountable to the electorate anymore. Those who are being term limited out will never face their voters again. So they have a tendency of feeling comfortable with voting in such a way that they wouldn't normally vote if they were to face their constituents again. So there's three bills that I think we just need to discuss. One is a radical bill as far as sex education overhaul, and the bill number on that is House Bill 6068. I will put links in the bottom of this video for you to take a look and see the wording of the bill, what the House Education Committee has to say about it, and then there will be also a link for you to contact your state representatives and state senators to voice your opinion on this. The second bill that I want to talk about is House Bill 6034 and 6035. It's the Public Library Freedom Act. And if passed, what would happen is explicit books, even in the children's library, depicting explicit behavior, normalizing perversion, along with other objectionable content, could only be removed from the library after a judge ruled that the material was obscene under the First Amendment. What it does, it places the sole responsibility for inclusive materials in the hands of the executive director of the library. This means the local elected library board members and the school board members would no longer have any say over what books are appropriate for the needs of the families and the children that they serve. It also makes it much harder for a parent to file a grievance about concerned materials that they've noticed in the library. Now, we're not advocating censorship, but it's important that our children be protected from the harmful materials that would be representative in these libraries. And this bill awaits hearing by the Committee on Governmental Affairs. The next bill is House Bill 6091, the Elliott Larson Act expansion. And what it does is it threatens First Amendment liberties in that it defines harassment both in public and private schools and all educational environments, especially harassment based on sexual orientation and gender identity or expressions. Guilt is based on the perception rather than clearly outlined standards and can include speech that is perceived to create an intimidating, hostile, and offensive environment. This radical bill would give unlawful guilt in cases where, listen to this, homeschool parents or Christian school teachers teaching children about their biblical identity and how they were created either male or female in the image of God. Public school parents who come to school board meetings and speak publicly about concerns as regards a biological male competing in their daughter's sports teams and sharing locker room and shower space with biological females. Also, school board members who advocate for private, secure bathrooms, and students leading a lunchtime Bible study discussing how God calls young men and young women to live modest, holy, pure lifestyles. So, what we're asking you to do is there's a couple of things. Number one, please read these bills, and I will have links to it. Read the bills for yourself so you're familiar with what's going on with them. Then next, contact your legislators. And what I'm going to do is I will put a link on how to find your senator, how to find your representative. The third thing I need you to do is just share this information. Help others stay informed and involved with what Christian citizens need to know as far as our responsibility to be involved, to be salt and light, to occupy until the Lord comes. And then lastly, the Bible tells us in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. So please make this a matter of prayer. Pray for your elected officials, as Paul tells us in Timothy. Pray for those who will be speaking out about these bills, and just pray that the Lord's will would be done, that thy will be done in Lansing, Michigan, as it is in heaven. Again, this is Tim Schmig, your Executive Director for the Michigan Association of Christian Schools, with my helper, Blake Reese. And I'm just asking you to pray as we go forward, as we work through this lame duck legislature. And as always, let's go live the truth. Thank you for listening.